Freely the Banana Girl.
Durianrider and Durianrider
Obviously.
cycling tips.
Having come to the festival, met Harley, watched him go about the day-to-day business of running the festival, my suspicions of him have been confirmed. He's the highest caliber vegan in this entire movement. In the entire YouTube vegan community, whatever, he's the highest caliber vegan. He's like the glue that is holding this whole community together. And it's right that he and Freely are the unelected leaders of this community. He's right most of the time. 99.9% of the time, Harley is right. But he's apologised for the times when he isn't right anyway. And nobody's coming close to that with his level of transparency. He's 100% transparent. And I know that now, having met him. I know that, having met him, I know that he's 100% transparent. Because you can watch him, you can watch how he lives. You can't hide here in Chiang Mai. There's vegans everywhere. People say he doesn't do anything for the animals, even though he's on YouTube turning more people vegan than anyone else in the world, him and Freely. And that's the best thing you can do for the animals, is turn people vegan. Like this morning, at this morning's Q&A, he was sat there with a wasp for 20 minutes, a wasp that had fallen into Freely's smoothie, and he was sat there just caring for this wasp, making sure that it could move its wings and fly away. Like, I've never seen another vegan do that. You know, I've seen some other big YouTubers here at the festival, and they're just not quite on the same level as Harley. Like, not in a bad way, they're lovely people, and I love their work, I really love their work, but Harley, he's just on this other level, right? You kind of have to see him in real life to see what level he operates on. Like, something that's occurred to me in the past is I don't ever want my social media presence to be bigger than my real life presence. And Harley's like that. Even somebody of his social media standing, his real life standing is still bigger. It's still more humbling to be in his presence in real life than it is just to be communicating with him on social media. You know, I think one of the reasons why Harley gets so much hate is because he holds everyone to such a high standard of living. And he's so transparent with how he lives and how he feels. And he's honest, he's open with you about that. And, you know, when the paper's that white and that big, you're going to notice the black spots. And so we notice these things about Harley, and as he's kind of put it himself in a recent video, we can run the risk of putting him on a pedestal a bit, because we see how well he lives and we see the example that he gives and we see what he gives the community. And I wonder if subconsciously on some level we know that we're perhaps not going to be able to achieve what he's achieving with the community, and so human nature kind of recoils from that and we just notice the bad things about him. Because we're living in this world of instant gratification, people aren't looking below the surface of things anymore, and if they did, they'd see that Harley does what he does for his fellow humans, for the animals and for the environment that he lives in. Like even this festival, even the way that he's run this festival, he's put the Q&A at the top of the mountain. So we need a bike, we need some fitness, we need to be living to that level. He doesn't care that the number's smaller. He doesn't care that the number of people that can get there, that can be there, that are willing to commit to that level is smaller, because he's holding the standard high. A couple of friends of mine yesterday on the way up the mountain, and I had a problem with one of the bikes, and they turned around and so got probably like a third of the way up, came back down and then walked up. And on the way back down, they met Harley, and Harley spent over an hour with them, probably an hour and a half with them, fixing their bike, getting them fit up properly in the bike, talking about saddle height, talking about cadence, talking about cycling stuff, and encouraging them about YouTube, spending time one-on-one with these people that he's never known in the past. Like, who's doing that? Who has got time to do that these days? I came to this lifestyle because I suffered with chronic eczema and other skin conditions, and I learned from loads of other people about the goodness of fruits and greens and the cleansing properties and detox and all that sort of stuff. But I'd only ever learned it as a diet. And the thing is, what Harley shows you is he shows you that this is a lifestyle. He shows you that just the way that you live, the way that you breathe, you live your life, you pump the lymph, you're fit. Like these things, everything that he teaches turns you into this disease-free person. He turns you into this mindset where you no longer consider yourself as somebody with a disease. And that's the difference. That's the difference that what he teaches can make for you. So basically the hate that Harley gets, it's like the hate that a personal trainer would get in that moment where he's asking for like 5 more push-ups or something. You know, you hate him in the moment. It's like, oh, I don't want to do this. But afterwards, the gains come, and you look back and you think, you know what, he was right. He was right to push me in that way. So, like Freely said in a recent video, if you hate Harley, it's because you don't know him.